Hi there. I am so excited to introduce to you the 5th annual Coaching Club conference. For the last 4 years, we've had an absolute kicker of a conference in salubrious parts of the world. This year is going to be no different. March 11 to 15, 4 days of intense learning, networking and fun. You've probably been to other conferences before, but nothing like this. Sunday night starts with a fantastic welcome cocktail party. And then on Monday, the action starts with our first speaker being Vern Harnish. I've chosen a number of speakers, and I've personally chosen these speakers who are completely in line with what our message is all about, which is workflow, people, client development, and revenue. And we're all about, with the speakers that we've selected, to help you to learn more. And you know, there's a direct correlation between those that have attended conference over the past few years and their financial performance. So this is a serious conference. So Vern Harnish, for example, on the Monday, he calls himself the growth guy. And I first met Vern about 18 months ago. I attended one of his seminars. And I was blown away. I've been to hundreds of seminars over the years, so it takes a bit to impress, you know, when I've got such a bank of knowledge. But Vern, what he did was really cool. He summarized over a 25-year period all of the key concepts of what it means to be an entrepreneur and what it means to grow a business. And some of these key things that I got out of that particular event and why I've asked him to come and speak to you is, first of all, his one-page plan. One-page plan, one-page business plan. So just imagine an A3 plan that has got your values on it, your key standards, your 10-year targets, your purpose or your why, your 3-year targets, your 5 big things over the next 3 years, just 5, your 1-year targets and your 1-year priorities, and then your quarterly targets as well, all on one page. Now it takes a bit to work through this one page, but it's very worthwhile. And then couple that with Vern's message of, okay, you've got the plan, how do you implement that? And a number of firms we've been working with have said the material that we've got from Vern and modified for the accounting profession is the missing link to some parts of Coaching Club. And it's all about upgrading your implementation with Vern's message. So we have things like themes once a quarter. We have what's called a daily huddle with a variety of people. And so what we did with Vern is, well in line of having him at the conference next March 12, is we got 8 accounting firms to beta test his ideas. So we're right in the middle of that beta testing right now. That started in June of this year. We selected 8 because I'd been doing these systems in my business, but they wouldn't work with an accounting firm. So we modified Vern's material for an accounting firm. We modified the implementation process to suit our content, and then we started rolling it out to these 8 firms. Let me tell you, these 8 firms are having record month after month in revenue and profitability since we started with this. Now the cool thing about this is what we've modified based on Vern's ideas, we've been able to modify with his permission, and you will get it as part of your Coaching Club offering in 2012. But to really get it, you need to actually listen to the source pot of the concept. So we're the content, the accounting firm development content, and we've got the process being Coaching Club, but there's some other missing elements that we've picked up on, like we got Alan Weiss material over the years, tweaked that. Now we're tweaking someone else's material to make it completely relevant to an accounting firm. So with these 8 firms that have been in beta, what we're doing there is we're putting them on a panel. And we're going to put them on a panel after Vern the next day. So they will be talking to us, so right, this is what Vern was talking about, this is how we've done this in the firm, and these are the results. And all 8 of them will be there to talk to you as part of this message from Vern Harnish. Make sure you check out, by the way, well in advance of conference, the 50-minute interview I did with Vern about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and also his website, gazelles.com, and you'll get a sense. Now, when you read Vern's material, it's very general growth entrepreneurial businesses. Let's get specific. How does an accounting firm apply that? And that's what we've done. So Vern's your key speaker day 1. On day 2, which is a Tuesday, you've got the morning at your leisure. So many go on fishing trips or golfing, tennis, relaxation, go to the spa, those sort of things. But in the afternoon, I've then selected a lady called Naomi Simpson. And Naomi fills our entrepreneur's spot. And Naomi is a serious entrepreneur. She's going to speak for about an hour and a half or an hour and a quarter, take about 45 minutes of questions. We've got her for about 2 hours. And you may know of Naomi as the CEO and founder of a company called Red Balloon Days. Check out redballoon.com. So Naomi is a growth entrepreneur, and what she's done, she's built this business in the last 10 years from zero to 30-something million dollars in revenues selling other people's gifts. She sells gift certificates and experiences all over the internet. But the neat thing I would like about what Naomi's done is that she's done this whilst engaging her team, and she's won countless awards and been in the finalists on the Best Place to Work awards throughout Australia. So she's going to be talking to you about being an entrepreneur, but also engaging your team to be a high-performing team. And so she's going to be fabulous. She's also, by the way, a Vern Harnish convert. She loves and implements Vern's thing. So that's Tuesday afternoon, and then following from Naomi will be the panel of 8. Wednesday is a full day. And Wednesday, I've selected a lady called Joanna Martin. Now, I first heard of Joanna about 2 years ago, and then my friend Michael Sheargold, who you might have met at, on the video learning or some of our seminars in the past, Michael went to one of her 3-day events, and Michael came back and said, Rob, this is the best 3-day seminar I've ever been to in my life. And I'm going, wow, that's a pretty big endorsement, I better go. So I went in March of this year, earlier this year, 3 days down to Melbourne. I had my arms crossed initially because she was the presenter's presenter. So she was there teaching a room full, about 200 or so, of speakers, coaches, consultant types on how to be more effective in front of an audience, in front of a group. And so I sat there and I learned a heap. I thought after 17 years being paid to speak, I thought I knew a lot, but it took my education base up a massive notch. And I've asked Joey to do a full day program on being effective in front of a group. Why is this important to you? Well, it's important to you because as your career goes in your accounting business, as your coaching club career goes, you need to be in front of groups, small groups like a breakfast meeting. Maybe you speak at Chamber of Commerce. Maybe it's just facilitating a family meeting, for example. You might have 4 or 5 people in the meeting. Maybe you've got to address a board of directors. Well, you've got limited time to make a massive difference and make a punch. So Joey's going to take you through for a day how you do that, how to be effective, super effective in front of a group. That's all day Wednesday. It's going to be lots of interaction. Who knows what's going to happen, but I know from what I've seen of her in the past, it's going to be fabulous. So that's all day Wednesday. Thursday morning, again at your leisure, do what you feel, and there's plenty of activities on Hamilton Island if you've never been before. And then Thursday afternoon, we bring in Paul Dunn. Now, Paul I've known for 25 years. For many, many times I've hired Paul over the years. I used to work for him for 6 years, and Paul is the wizard of wow. He is the service guy. He knows how to educate people on high-end customer service, remarkable experiences, and getting your clients, prospective clients, alliances, center of influencers to send you lots of referrals because of the service offering. So Paul is going to talk to you about really cool service ideas, as well as we will have our hero's journey, where we will interview about 3 or 4 firms on the couch as to why they've been successful that afternoon as well. You'll also get to hear from me. Actually, Michael Sheargold will be there as well as MC, which is great. I'll be delivering a piece, and Colin Dunn, of course, will be delivering a piece as well. But your 4 main speakers, you cannot buy them anymore. So, for example, Vern told me the other day he doesn't do this anymore just as a favour to me. Joanna Martin doesn't do this anymore. Paul, from time to time, will do these things. And then Naomi, you can hire Naomi, but not in this context of what we've got. So we've brought together 4 of the best for our particular topic. The topic is all about growth, growing your accounting business. It's going to be a lot of fun. You need to register if you have not. If you've already registered, I would encourage you to send people on your team who are growth orientated. So leadership, it's not how to do a role play and make a sale type growth, it's strategy. It's all strategy, strategic thinking. What have we got to do to kick this accounting business into gear over and above what you're picking up from Coaching Club? This enhances your whole experience. Now, I encourage you to get involved. I encourage you to register. You're about to see some snippets of last year's conference, which was in February 2011. It was at Hamilton Island. By the way, this will be the last time we go to Hamilton Island because we're outgrowing the room and we do have a limited room size. But you'll see some interviews of some past people who went as to what they've got out of it. It's all about learning. It's all about networking. It's all about having fun. But don't have too much fun when you're there. Don't do what I did and get run over, because when you see some of the video footage of me on stage, there'll be a set of crutches in behind. Some of you know this, but I did get run over by a golf buggy, would you believe, after having too much fun on the particular Saturday. So have some fun, but don't go too far. We don't want you to get run over. We want you to actually be there and engaged in the whole thing. So register for conference. There's a direct correlation, as I said, between your financial performance and your happiness and attendance at conference. You'll be very, very glad that you did. Oh, but by the way, before I forget, Thursday night, you can't go home too early. On the Thursday night, we have a kicker of a gala dinner and a party. And what we do is we have an awards ceremony. So we give out about 8 to 10 key awards, including Coaching Club Firm of the Year, and it's a la-di-da affair, a lot of fun. So we will end the actual conference with a lot of fun. Make sure you register. Look forward to seeing you there. It's going to be a fabulous experience.